Hello everybody. Just did my Joker workout, right? Joker workout, very fun. So I'm naked, about to take a shower. But before I take a shower, I want to talk about this thing about being yourself because I'm wearing makeup, right? And people will probably assume that I'm performing, right? I'm performing a role, right? I'm masquerading my identity by not being myself. I know this is not me. This is I'm performing a character. Okay, what the fuck does that mean when people say that they're being themselves? You know, it's like the new age motto. I've been around for a while, but it's like the motto of individualization. It's like, Lady Gaga. Everybody, be yourself. Just be yourself. Be who you are. Be true to yourself. What the fuck does that mean? Okay, what I get out of that is that you have a core self, that you have an essence, you have an ego, right? You have an ego, you have this thing inside you that is more true than the masks that you lay on top of it, right? That's what they mean, right? They're saying how you have to, always stick to that essence, right? You have to be loyal to yourself. You have to act like the way you are, your essence, and that's how you that's how you're being perceived as being true to yourself, right? Being yourself. But then that's fucking boring, man. Like, part of being human is about adapting to situations and interactions with others. And I don't think this core self exists because when you're, look, are you gonna tell me that you're not being true to yourself if you act differently in front of your girlfriend, then your dad, then in front of your boss? Of course they're gonna act different. You have to act different, right? You have to adapt to situations. You have to react. That's what makes humans intelligent and creative, is the ability to make yourself, to make up your being as you go along. Because the self, the ego, is the fluctuations of perceptions and thoughts and desires. It's a flux, right? It's a process of becoming, right? There's no core self, because if you try to stick to that non-existent core self, then you're the one who's being a faker, not the people who adapt, not the people who act different in front of different situations and when they talk to different people, right? Those are the people that are, being fully human, right? You're not doing yourself justice by always sticking to a role that you falsely believe that sits inside you as a core, that you always have to resort back to whenever you're in front of people that you trust or in front of people that you're close to. You're like, I can be myself in front of my girlfriend. I can be myself in front of my best friend, and therefore those moments when I'm being myself is one of the happiest, right? There's no fucking, that's just fucking stupid, right? You have to react and adapt to situations that call for certain sort of identity, right? So you're being a fucking dumbass and a pretentious prick when you're always thinking that, my core self exists and I have to act this way, therefore I'm better than you because I'm always sticking to that self, that essence. So long story short, I'm trying to say is that to be fully human is to be adaptive about who you are. You can't just grasp onto that core self that you think exists, because it's just your essence will just slip out of your fingers because it doesn't fucking exist. So to be fully human is to know what roles to play in front of different circumstances, and in front of different people, right? The smartest people know how to do that, right? And if you just resort back to your fucking email self that you think is the true self, that being true to yourself, that other people are being fake, you're a fucking asshole, because you're not taking into consideration of what other people think and feel, right? To be fully mature as a human being, to grow, is to adapt to other people's expectations, opinions, and situations that best suit whatever goals you're trying to accomplish for yourself and others. Yeah, so since our identity only arises out of interactions with others, you can't disregard other people's perspectives and opinions and views, because that's what completes you, right? That's what completes you. It's like I like to use this analogy of having faces. Okay, we don't have a face, right? If you look out into the world, the only thing that's missing about you is your fucking face. You can't see your face. Unless there's a mirror, of course. I'm not talking about that. I'm just talking about your experience of the world doesn't involve a face or a head. You don't have a face. Other people have faces because you don't have a face. So what I mean is that your face, whatever your head looks like, is determined by how other people view your face or your head or your who you are, right? I'm just using it as an analogy. You don't have to take it literally, right? I'm just saying that applies to personality and thoughts and stuff, not just the little look of your face. Just stretch it out, you know. So what I'm trying to say is that other people, to that person right there that I'm looking at, he doesn't have a face. To him, I don't have a face because I'm making this space here that's empty. I'm making it for you to have a face. Yeah, just think about this. Look, this is how I see the world right now. Like, I can see my hands, right? I can see my feet, but I can't see my fucking head and my fucking face. No matter what I do, I can't see it. There's a fucking gap. There's a space for me, subjectively, where my head is, right? But only this person can see my fucking face, right? I don't have a face, subjectively, so that she can have a face. I can see her face, but she can't see her own face. So I give up my face for you, man. Hey, look at me. I give up my face for you, right? Right, so you can have a face. Look at me, I'm headless, so you could have a head. Damn, so I need you, man. I need you too, man. I need you. I need you. I fucking need you. I need to care about what you think of me, because what I am and who I am depends entirely on you, man. Yeah, so I want to see what my face looks like. Hey, focus. Yeah. Focus. I want to see what my face looks like. Yeah. See, now I have a face because you don't. Now you don't have a face. Now you. Yeah. So if I'm talking to this person right now, right? If I'm talking to her, if she talks back to me, how I feel right now and what I'm saying right now, she has everything to do with it, right? My sense of identity right now only exists. I only exist the way I am now because she's here doing her thing, or if she talks to me, however she talks to me, I'm always changing, right? I only exist now because of the way she's existing now, and she only exists now because I'm here, right? I'm talking to this guy right now, and his every action has everything to do with how I'm interacting with him, or they're not really talking to me, but just by ignoring me, that's still an act of performance, right? You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah, you're always coming in and out of existence in accordance to what other people perceive you to be, and so on. It's like a feedback loop. So this leads me back to my old point. If you think you're one of those people who take pride in the fact that they don't give a shit about other people think, you know those people who just walk around and be like, look at me, I'm so cool, I don't give a fuck about what you think, right? I'm just being myself, you know? Those people are fucking assholes. If you're fucking one of those people, fuck you, right? Because you're just double folding yourself. You're performing. You're how should I say this? You're just being you're being more pretentious than the people that are accusing of. I mean, those people are faker than the people that they're trying to criticize. They're like, oh, you care about what other people think, right? You're fake. I mean, of course those people who preach about not caring about other people care about what other people think. They want you to think that you don't, they want you to think that they don't care about what you think of them, right? That's like a double folding, self-contradictory, pretentious, paradoxical impossibility. You know what I'm saying? It's like, you're by ignoring other people's opinions, by acting and saying, preaching about how you don't give a fuck about what they think, you're presupposing that there is a they, that there is an other. You know what those people remind me of? They remind me of those fucking, those monks or those people that just, that they go live in the mountain, those Buddhists, they go live in the mountain, they're like, oh, you know, I don't want to live in the world, you know, I'm so cool that I'm all by myself in the fucking cave, I'm meditating, right? You know, I don't care about society. That I don't have desires, right? I'm not seeking for anything. I'm not going after anything. Yeah, you are. Your desire is to not have desire, right? You know how hard those people have to try to repress their desires? Life must be fucking hard for those people, right? They have to take care of more than one, they have to take care of 2 levels of desire, you know? For me, like, if I'm trying to suppress my appetite for food or sex, That's just one layer of desire or that I have to take care of. They have to take care of the desire to not have those desires. Not only are they horny and hungry, which you bet your ass that you are, you also have another desire to suppress on top of that, which is the desire to not desire whatever the fuck you're desiring, right? So fuck, man. So those people who go live in the caves and the mountains and think that they're disregarding society, they're like, I'm too good for society. So yeah, those people who go up into the mountains, in the cave, and just meditate all day because they're too good for society's values. They're arrogant as fuck, you know. They're saying that, oh, you know, I'm not part of that society. Like I don't what's the predisposition for the action, for the act of moving into the mountain and start and just meditate by yourself and abandoning the worldly desires? Like what's the predisposition for that? You are presupposing that there are people down there, the masses or the ignorant herds, that you trying so hard to not be a part of. You need them as much as anything, because without them sitting on the bottom of the mountain doing their stupid thing that you think they're doing, you wouldn't be up there sucking your own penis and thinking you're so much better than them, right? It's like fucking mainstream and underground shit, right? All those hippies and emo faggots that always, they're like, oh, you know, I'm not part of the masses, you know? I can think for myself, you know? Whatever, right? I'm not following the herd. Fuck that, you need the herd, right? You need the masses for your stupid ass to be crying about how you're not part of the herd.